Okay, I got all those wires flared out now, and I got two wires that are from the very center of the trunk here. And what I'm going to do, because we need to lock this down. You can't just start twisting roots, otherwise your tree will kind of untwist at the trunk. We need to provide some stability there. So I'm going to take these inner two most wires, and you want your twist to go in there real tight, and I'm gonna just give them so they got, you know, a couple of twists. You don't want to go too many. And then I'm gonna fold them down, and then I'm gonna take the next two closest wires, doesn't really matter which ones, and I'm gonna kind of do them now I'm going to twist those two around the other two, and hopefully that's going to give us a little bit to tie down here to bring the other roots up. And I'm going to go ahead and tighten these up real tight with my pliers. And now at this point, if you want a really large root system, we can start adding in wires. So basically what I do is I take some wire and I'll go ahead and just slide it in there until it comes out about even with the other one. And then I'll cut it off so it's about the same length as the rest of the roots. And I will take a wire, hopefully from kind of on the inside, and give it a couple of twists. You don't want to go too far. And then I'm going to take the other side of that wire and lock that down too. Basically what we're doing is we're creating some tangles in here. And then I'm going to go ahead and tighten up both sides of those. And then I suppose I'll add in another one. This is really kind of a tricky thing to do, and it's hard working on trees when I'm shooting this video. It's not real conducive to the thought process. But basically you want to have a couple of X's in here that are gonna, you know, keep your trunk from untwisting itself. Sometimes I'll add in wires that are longer than the rest. You know, every tree's a little different. And basically, you're kind of working, when you're doing this part, you're trying to work with the wires that are way deep inside the trunk. And it can get real hard to keep track of which wire you're twisting up, so be careful with that. I lose track sometimes too, and then you end up with stuff you don't like. Nobody said twisting trees is easy. Okay, I think, so I've added in 3 wires there. And then basically what I do is then I'm going to flip this tree back over, and you kind of mash everybody down. You kind of get a look here and, you know, see if you're going to have that spread you want at the bottom. Those wires that we added in there, we gained a little bit of length out the bottom of the trunk. So when we start twisting up roots here, we're gonna you know, it won't creep up. That's the other thing that adding those wires in, it stops everything from pulling up. Now when you go to twist these guys up, they really can't creep up the trunk. And then at this point, basically you just start, you know, grabbing bunches of wire that look like they're all in line, and it's just like making branches up here and making sub branches, except you're going out sideways with roots. So it's really the same basic techniques, but the things to watch out for when you're making roots is you got to think, most of my trees, I don't go down to single strand. Like when you're working up here, you break it down to single strand eventually and you're twisting up a bunch of leaves. With the roots, I have broken it down to single strand and, you know, just done some squiggles, but I kind of gave up on that look. I didn't really like having the single strand out in the roots, so now when I do roots, I stop at double twist strands. So it's like you just got two wires put together and you clip them off. You don't bring it all the way to single strand. So you got to kind of plan that out ahead when you're doing your roots, so you got an even number. When you branch off a main root off the trunk, you'd like to make sure you got even numbers in there, because, you know, if you got 5, well, then you got a single strand you got to deal with, and you got to either end it at a 3, which can look funny sometimes. So you got to kind of plan that out. And you know, if you do have a 3, maybe you want to put that 3 root that you got to cut in the back of the tree, maybe not right in the front there. So basically, you know, those are all the basic techniques here. Eventually I'm gonna go ahead and finish this tree. It might not be for a little while, because I got some bigger fish to fry. I'm constantly making my trees bigger, and I got people already bugging me. They're like, do the big tree making videos. So I'm gonna start another big tree and take you guys from the start there, and, you know, try and keep everybody happy. If anybody's got some questions, stuff they'd like me to maybe go over twice or clarify, you know, hit me in the comments or send me an email or something, and I'll see if I can't, you know, make that work for you and do something about that, because I'm sure some of you probably have some questions, and I'll try and help you the best I can. But thanks for watching. Be careful, don't poke your eye out. This stuff, it's dangerous too. But yeah, the next video is going to be big tree making. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you're all having fun. Bye.